Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Three Geeks podcast. Jason, joined by Dan, Max, Brian, and John. Brian from Staunch Ambition. Just go to staunchambition.com. Check out the book, great artwork, and you can check them out this weekend at Wizard World Comic Con. And then John, who we're going to be doing a lot of partnership with this weekend, you can check out the PVDcast, PVDcast.com.
There you have it. Cheers.
Yeah.
Are we doing a cheers? Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
Those guys.
Comic Con,
There
man.
we go.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's always a
I
blast.
actually hit nobody's skin.
Oh, here. You can hit mine. There we go, man.
So you don't feel left out.
Tonight's
Yeah.
podcast is
You in the
brought to
dust.
you by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/3geeks. If Audible is still sponsoring us, if not, go to /DVDcast. Whichever one you want. Good to go. Max, tell the good people about
It's
Audible.
now inaudible.
Audible.com has got over 180,000 possible titles for you to choose from. You get stories read to you by
Benedict Cumberbatch reading Sherlock.
Benedict Cumberbatch, or William Shatner reads some books. I don't think they ever got Donald Trump to read his own book.
Probably
that would have been
not.
nice.
No, but if you ever wanted to read
Very
Mein
wholesome.
Kampf but are a little bit nervous, you can get that on Audible.
And
Yeah,
don't
because
forget they also have erotica as well.
Yeah.
So if you
yeah.
need a little something
You know,
for
yeah,
you.
'cause if you were like ashamed
by
to
you,
have
right?
the actual Mein Kampf book,
Yeah,
you're gonna
like-
say,
yeah,
you know,
right.
one of your guests is going to be
That's
like,
your
"What
side
is
job.
this?" You know, you don't have to worry about that with Audible because you know, it's just a file on your Kindle or your phone or whatever.
You just
Your
drive
MP3
through
player.
downtown listening to
Blasting
Mein
Mein
Kampf.
Kampf.
Nobody will notice.
Read to you
It'll be
by
fine.
Donald Trump.
Mein
Oh my
Kampf
goodness.
erotica.
It's a Gilbert Gottfried reading 50 Shades of Grey Mein Kampf edition.
And then he took his thumb.
But yeah, so check out audibletrial.com
Gosh, you're not doing
/3geeks.
them any favors.
I know. We've been trying to get them to send us an email to cease and desist every week.
Cease and desist, pimping us out,
it
please.
never happens. So
You might-
we were just going to keep
That's
on
okay,
going.
because I'm going to end up getting a cease and desist email because of your participation.
Yeah.
If you're
There you
Is
go.
morbidly
there, is there a
obese-
company that sells something called regurgitation? Because that might be good.
yeah,
Look
if
for
you're
regurgitation on
morbidly
Audible.
obese, you don't like to pick up these heavy books all day and night.
Yeah, they
If,
could
you know,
fall
if you're
on you.
worried about the fire hazard from all this
Oh, yeah.
paper you have around,
If you've got
Audible.com.
fingers,
Saving lives.
giant
Right.
hot dogs, and you can't turn the pages.
Giant hot dog. Not just
Yeah,
hot
like, what
dog.
if you had like
the jumbo
If you're in the
public
middle
size.
of an allergic reaction and your hands are so big and fat that you can't, like, you know, the
Have you ever-
intricacies of turning a page are
You ever got
beyond
a book
First,
stuck
go to
on
the
your
hospital.
hand and you can't get the book off your
Yeah,
hand?
yeah, it's terrible. It's friggin' terrible.
There's a lot of dangers in reading books.
You
So
know,
basically, you're just saying go to Audible and you can avoid all of these problems.
All of
them.
All of them.
they will save
All of
you the
them.
trouble.
They will.
No,
They've
no, no,
solved
no.
a
You're
lot
not
of
pre-showing
problems.
anything.
Oh, no pre-showing?
No.
Okay,
No,
never
it's
mind.
all for the freaking con, man. You gotta come to the con to see what's up.
We got
have
some
awesome
awesome
stuff for
giveaways.
the con, but you can't see them.
No.
Not now.
No.
Show the box.
Yeah, it's a
Show
pretty
the
cool box.
Pretty cool
Show
You
box.
can see all this stuff.
Oh,
at the con.
funny story. So like we went to these guys. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
To have them make some giveaway stuff for us, and they gave us this big box and everything came in. We've used that box every year to go to the
Oh,
same
yeah?
cardboard box.
That's cool. Yeah.
So there are quality cardboard boxes that they use over
Superstition.
there at Pixel's Design Group. So check
Even
them out.
better, it was quality stuff in a quality cardboard box.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Good
Quality
this
on
stuff is
top
awesome.
of quality.
Anyway, we're here
Quality
to
inside of quality.
We're here to talk about Wizard World Columbus this weekend. We're going to be at the convention center tomorrow as early as 9 a.m.
Yep.
because
Super fun.
we're
So
like
we're here to say
leeches
hi.
and we're going to be following everybody around to try to get as much content as we can.
When are we going down there?
I don't know.
7:30.
At night.
I guess.
In the evening.
No, we'll be there. Try to be set up. What time does it start?
4.
4. So yeah, I want to be set up at least an hour early. That would be nice. What do you think? Hour? 2
2
hours?
2 hours.
All
I'm
right.
going 2 hours.
We'll be
trying
there
to be
2
set up
hours
by
early.
10
Come by.
a.m.
Yeah, so that way we can just kind of
That'd be good.
actually like see what's going on out there because Saturday is going to be crazy. Saturday's usually
Indeed.
Tuesday, and we have our panels, both of our panels at 12:30 and 2:30.
Yes.
So
Panels,
those
everyone.
are going on Saturday, and so that we're gonna take that time on Friday to kind of
Get
be
interviews.
geeks and
Yeah.
and freak out a little bit at all the awesome star power that's there.
Beat Max in Mario Kart.
You could try. It probably won't happen.
When's the last time you lost
hard.
a game?
No, I lost
year. He
4
did really
games
bad
last year.
Really?
Yeah, I lost 4. It was pretty terrible. I actually haven't picked up Mario Kart since then. I've been so dejected. But
Maybe it's not you. Maybe they were just really, really good.
well, no. One guy held on to his freaking lightning bolt for a lap and a half. Okay.
I'm looking forward to book 3 of Staunch Ambition.
Yes.
There you go.
All right, man.
Oh
Can't
man, yeah.
wait.
I was reading your book the other day, the first one.
Issue 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the art is just insane in
Yeah.
those things.
Oh, man.
It's really like it's like a sci-fi like crazy super deal. So like it took me a minute to kind of get my head around.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like the art just keeps you turning the page anyway.
Oh,
So
man.
it's
I told him I always, because when I got issue 1, I read issue 1. Then when I got issue 2, I went back and read 1 and 2, and so now that I got 3, I got to go back. Just because, I mean, just for the continuity and the way that it kind of flows, I feel it does it, much.
Yeah.
It does better justice to do it
Also,
that way.
the timing between books is.
Well, hey,
I can't crank these books out, so you know, like, what the hell happened in issue 1?
That's part of it.
I'm gonna flip through it.
No, see, but it that makes it better. Because you see, you're not just cranking them out. You are making a high-end quality product, sir, and that takes
That's how I
time.
market it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wired, man.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean honestly, I don't cut any course. I'm afraid to put major deadlines on my artists because I want the art to be art. I want it to be like a passion that they're doing it and they're putting everything into it. It's not like, oh, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. So, and I know what I do art, and I know what it's like. So. I want. It's like I'm doing this book. I'm not doing it to get rich and to get out. I'm doing it to try to do something as good as I can. And if it's successful, great. But yeah, every detail I try to figure out. So.
But you got some comments from somebody that bought the book at Space, didn't you? You got
I'm getting
emails
all
from
kinds
them,
of,
or was it email, or was it a tweet or something?
I get
don't remember.
tweets and emails and messages about, oh man, I love the issues. I'm so glad I backed it on Kickstarter. Or someone from Space said. I read they only picked up issue 1. I forget her name, but she's like, picked up issue 1, and I'm so glad I bought it, and I love it. And so it's like, yeah, I'm getting a little more used to that, and issue 3 is getting like the best responses I've gotten yet. And so people are loving the new music. I got new music for it, and the music, I love the music, but I'm so happy other people are digging it too, because it fits the story, and it's amazing music. It's like industrial techno movie score quality, like just really good stuff. So it's I'm getting good feedback. It's humbling.
Awesome.
so yeah, you guys. Last year was your first Wizard World Con, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, yep.
You guys got the chance to meet Jerry, who was new last year, because you didn't have the opportunity to meet. I can't even remember this chick's name, but she was.
Cell phone girl.
Yeah, cell phone girl was the worst. like, yeah, you cannot get her to look at you for 3 seconds because she's like attached to this thing. I'm weird there wasn't some like surgical grafting of it to her face.
Like,
It's like the dude in Cloud City with the fucking things on his
Yeah,
ears.
yeah. Oh my goodness! But John, you did not get off on the right foot with Jerry.
I did not, and I was hoping that I could redeem myself this year.
And he wasn't even having it.
No, he was not having it. Apparently, I missed a particular deadline to ask for press credentials.
I'm really good at ass kissing, and I start as soon as the con is over. I'm like,
I'm
thanks
gonna
a lot,
do that.
Jerry. You
I'm
had a
proud of
great,
that.
You know
a
what?
great year.
And
I
you
will
had
talk to
a
you
gift
soon.
basket with like salami and crackers and
And
stuff.
T-shirts.
There's a
Yes,
flop of
yes.
salami for you.
Fine
man.
meats and cheeses for you, sir.
I'm gonna take that into consideration this year. I
Yes.
think every time I see him, good day, sir. How are you?
Buy that man a meat basket.
Yeah. So I did not get any press credentials. I do appreciate the opportunity to tag along with you guys tomorrow.
Awesome.
To
We're gonna
talk
need
to
somebody to
folks.
look professional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure as hell don't.
The way I'm
Yeah,
telling
you
John,
guys
to do
only
it,
benefit.
it'd be you and John or me and John.
Yep. Sounds
Okay,
good.
there you go.
Cool.
So, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited for everything that's going on this weekend. I told him, honest to goodness, we went to dinner after last year's Wizard World that Sunday afternoon, and I told him, I go, dude, it was so awesome. Like I was trying to describe it to him, because I said, man, because I went to the car first. I was like, I'll go get the car, bring it back,
He
you
was
know.
floating too. He wasn't even walking.
Yeah, like seriously, no, that was the way I kind of described it.
Yeah,
Like
so good.
as I left the convention center, I'm like, damn, man, this was so much fun, and seeing all you guys, and then the guys from Canned Air, and and Victor, and
Dirk Manning,
Dirk Manning, and Dom. And in fact, I had met Dirk.
Cool.
Dirk and Dom, I met there.
Okay, cool.
I believe so. No, I take that back. Dirk was. I had met Dom already because he had already been on the podcast.
They were a great company, man.
But yeah, they were a great company, and Ryan from Comic Town was there, and
That was the second con we did together.
It was second. Yeah, Space, and then that, and then came Monroe.
Yeah, so it was like the second time we did. This was a first big show we did together, and it was just doing a show with John is like a blessing. I mean, because I don't ever do a show where I have a teammate, and this guy can pitch my book. I don't have anyone who can pitch my book like me because but this guy can pitch it. This guy's a pro. So I could walk away, and then I can
go take a poop anytime he needs to.
Dude, it's not like
I don't have to poop at the table anymore.
Poop in your pants and just like,
Oh God!
It's hard to pitch
How do I sell this now?
And they're always asking, what's that smell? Don't worry about the smell.
Yeah,
Let me tell you about my book.
That is the smell of success, sir.
That's the smell of dedication.
Nice.
But I mean, I can walk away and know that he's going to pitch it, and then it's awesome to have that, man.
That must be nice.
It is.
If Jason walks away from the table, I shut everything down.
And you just sit
They're
there
like, what do you guys do? I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
You just sit there like this.
I'm like, guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I come back, they're all gone.
Yeah, everything's done. I was like,
Voltron is on my phone now, and that's all I need.
Yep, that's it.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I don't even know why I'm so good at it. I think it's part of that like wrestling persona thing, because
you're a natural,
because I mean, for years, I was always telling people to check out the merchandise table and don't forget the concession stand and that. So to me, I guess it's just second nature. Like it just happened. It was a happy accident. It really wasn't. It really, that first time at Space, that just was.
I buy my book when you pitch it.
Buy some books, bro.
Damn, that sounds good.
He's like, I've wasted $50 on my own book.
Now I know what to do when I need to use the restroom. Hey, John Bryan isn't in the restroom.
He checks the cash box at the end of the day, and he's like, "Hey, man, it's
John
$100."
sucked
Checks his
$100
wallet.
out of my wallet.
John, if you
I wonder
could be, I was thinking about this recently.
Sure.
If I was going to be a wrestler, my
Okay.
persona would be, I would call him the Blunderbuss.
Okay.
Blunderbuss. Yeah, it's sort of like a kind of pirate thing. I'd have a big blunderbuss that I'd like shoot confetti or maybe
God.
T-shirts out of.
That's been done.
That's been done, but that would be awesome. It hasn't been done recently.
Yeah. So that's what I would do. But
Or to any effect.
if you could be, if you were like a wrestler, what would your persona be?
Well, weirdly enough,
The dominatrix.
Whoa! Somebody want to edit this.
erotic writer. No, come out with a typewriter
Yeah.
and then his massive manhood. No,
Kamari's gonna come in costume with pictures.
I worked out in magazines.
I actually got for 3 shows. There was a company that was running here in Westerville, and for 3 shows. I got the opportunity to be a manager, so it was basically
nice.
a manager was
Yeah.
the idea that I always had in my mind for a wrestler. So it was just like the super smart, intelligent, smarter than you fans, and I was always a fan of mixing reality with wrestling. For
You said
example,
super smart though.
yeah, I know. So that's a little. For an example, like Missy Hyatt, the very famous wrestling manager, always claimed her last name was Hyatt, but she spelled it like the hotel chain and claimed to be the great niece of the head of it. So for me, I was always like, because hearing my stepfather always talk in Providence about Buddy Cianci, who was like the 2-time mayor of Providence, crooked as all get out, like freaking embezzled $6 million from the city. His wife had an affair. He beat the shit out of the guy that was having an affair with him. Like crooked as all day is all get out. So that was I just borrowed his last name. So it was Jonathan Cianci for 3 shows, and I was just like, and I had a picture of Uncle Buddy. And that, like, no one got it, but I liked it. But here's the funny part. So it wasn't in the normal place where I worked, and that was fine because again, I know he's probably not watching, but Big Guns Jeff Cannon, thanks a lot, man, for everything you did for me. But I understood my role in that company, like. This is your role. You're not going to have anything. And I was fine with that. That was great. Jeff treated me well. He's one of my best friends. So when this company popped up, and truth be told, I didn't think it was going to last very long. So I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll go ahead. So I pitched this idea to the guy that was running that company. And he's like, yeah, man, sure. You can come and do this managerial spot with this guy, Joseph, that I had known for a long time. He had trained in the company where I was at. So I knew Joseph. And I'm like, dude, we were excited. We're going to get to do this little shtick. We had this whole thing plotted out. So the very first show was on a Friday night in Westerville, like 10 minutes from my house. And I get to the venue, and I go to the owner, and I go, okay, man, so what are we doing? And I'm thinking, okay, it's just going to be, whatever. It's just going to be a match. Joseph's going to wrestle somebody, and I'll be in this corner, blah, blah, blah. He goes, you know what? Buff Bagwell is coming in the main event. You and Joseph got Buff Bagwell. What? Wait, time out. Time out. What the fuck are you saying to me? What? And he was like, yeah, that's what I booked. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this. I mean, I'm like, this is, if I mess something up, he's going to beat the shit out of me because that's how that's not how he is, but, he was brought up in that old school method. I'm like, shit. So Joseph shows up, and I'm like, hey, dude, did you hear? We got no back.
Did your voice just crack thinking about it?
Yeah, it did. You hear? And
I just got a flash from the Brady Bunch.
And he just kept thought I was joking around. He's like, no, I know Buff's gonna be on the show, but stop it. I'm like, no, seriously, dude, we have Buff Bagwell on the main event. He goes, stop it. So eventually he's like, wait, I'm not ready to wrestle him. I'm like, no. I said, I've never managed before. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, God, you got to pull, like, Buff Bagwell's leg. And
I'm like, oh, shit, So he got there. He was cool as me. And I had worked a couple shows with him before in my other company. And he was like, hey, it'll be okay. We'll keep it simple. And so when it came time, he was like, you boys, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, I swear to God, like, I stared at him because I was like, I don't want to miss a single word he's saying. I was like, is he snapping this out? I don't want to be that guy that fucks something up and then he ends up smacking me and knocking me out. I'm like, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Wait till you get backstage.
Notes, like.
Yeah. And
right amount of time.
Actually, it went off really well and everything went smoothly, but then within 2 shows, that company was belly up as, most independent
Just
wrestlers.
like you were during the match?
What?
Just like you were during the match.
Yeah, pretty much, belly up, yeah.
Speaking of belly up in matches, we get to take on these 2.
Great segue. Great segue.
Revolution.
These 2,
Tony
that's...
Stark built this in a cave with scraps.
These 2, the champions.
Indeed.
Huh?
Here.
Huh?
You guys got lucky. You guys got lucky on your. Mike took pity on you because it was your first time out, and I've been on 8 different remake revolutions, winning every other one. So
Every other one.
Yeah, every other one except for that one.
Ooh,
The
even
fans
better.
get to vote? Is that how it's
Oh no! So
organized?
live is a lot better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, live is
Live's a
awesome.
whole different thing because
Okay.
like when you say somebody's name and the crowd's like, oh, or oh,
Yeah.
or
When you make a
get
bad choice,
you get that
And then
instant
Mike's
reaction.
over there taking notes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know, Mike's impartial.
the greatest
he makes
reaction,
his own. He makes his own call, but yeah, it's really interesting when more people are there. Just feel like, oh, I would never do
Wow.
that. Like I
It's gonna
don't
be
want to
fun.
see this movie now. Yeah, so it's a whole nother layer because like at first we were just going like normal. You know, it was just a normal thing.
yeah.
But then like people started getting into it. We're like, this person.
How
Like
many
wait
people
for the
did you go
response.
be there?
Last time we had like 20 people there.
20? Okay.
Okay.
I mean, again, for like something you've never heard
Was
of
it on a
before.
Saturday?
That was Sunday, I think.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it could be.
Yeah, that was one of the off
Yeah,
60
so
or who knows?
it could
20,
it could
60.
be packed or.
Hey,
or
it's gonna be fun.
I know
That's
I know
right.
we'll definitely have one guy there. He was mad because he almost missed our.
Yeah,
They printed our times wrong.
I love that dude.
And, yeah, he's so awesome. They printed our times wrong, so he ended up showing up late, and he was so mad he went down and talked to the
Yeah,
organizers.
Did you talk to Jerry?
He just comes up the aisle and he's like, And we're like looking at him. We're like, "You're late, man." He's like, "Yeah, I know."
And we're like, "Oh,
okay,
touchy
Whoa.
subject."
okay.
And I passed him after the panel, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to them."
Holy crap, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Though.
Yeah,
Love that
that
dude.
guy's been there from our very first panel we've ever had at Wizard World. So
That's why you got a Saturday showing. 'cause
The
they're
one
like,
autograph.
we'll make
we
it up
asked-
to you.
Somebody asked us to sign.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
No,
Nice.
No, we've had a couple of them.
We've done two more than one.
Yeah,
autograph?
Yeah, because we had the Watchmen.
Oh,
yeah,
Remember
the
we all
Watchmen
signed the
one.
Watchmen for some dumb reason. Like none of us have anything to do with the awesomeness that is the
Well,
Watchmen.
you're a man and you
Well,
watch.
We've read it. There you go.
Fair enough. We did read it and we did hand it to her, so I guess there's that.
Yes.
But no, that was really just it's weird. You know,
We
like
have
can you sign this?
facilitated the Watchmen.
Sure. But I guess I'll ruin your copy of the Watchmen.
She's not gonna frame with pictures of all of us.
That would just
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's a shrine to you guys.
You know, those friggin' rabbits boiling in the friggin'.
Fast forward 20 years, it's got Jason's head in the middle of it.
Still alive.
So what else are you guys?
If it was a
looking
NES game, it would fly around.
We get to interview Kevin Sorbo this year.
Yeah.
So that should
Yeah,
be fun.
that's the Hercules, man.
Hercules himself.
Yeah.
So you got Kevin Sorbo, Henry
God's
Winkler.
not dead.
Henry
did we-
Winkler's still.
Yeah, we're not for sure.
Pending.
Yeah.
Jerry's working on it for me.
Okay.
We didn't tell him we were affiliated with you, so we should.
Oh well, that's,
Oh, damn it.
that'll be
That
rubber
was
stamp.
smart.
That was a very smart move.
He's like, I'll get you guys an interview with Thomas, and I'm like, we can take care of that
Yeah,
on our
we
own.
got that.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah.
It was like I bought video games for that guy's kid.
Aw.
But yeah, so Thomas is gonna be there. Laney's gonna be there too. Yep. So that's gonna be. They're always a lot of fun.
She threw out the pitch for the Clippers this week.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
I actually saw those guys, Lanny and Thomas, on Good Day Columbus this morning, and
That's
then
cool.
like an hour later, I turned on the radio. They're on C125. I'm like,
Oh,
they're
shout
doing the
us
whole
out.
tour. They're doing the whole tour, man.
Just saving the best for last.
Yeah.
Are they
You're
both
here.
local? They're both local?
No, they're
No.
Laney's
LA.
out of Vegas.
Vegas, okay.
Vegas. Hopefully they're winning, because I cannot live in a world where Ovechkin has a cup.
Oh, dude,
Golden
I want Vegas to win so bad. Like, because if
Facts.
I were on the
Facts.
Vegas team, and they win the Stanley Cup, I would retire. Because like, how do you top that? I was
Exactly.
the team was made this year. We win the Stanley Cup, I'm done. I don't have to do anything else in my life.
Don't work at a gas station.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Telling
I'm
that
sure
story.
You take your
Yeah, I
Stanley
won the
Cup
Stanley
money,
Cup.
you go buy the gas station, and you're good to go.
Buy
And
the
with
gas
the
station.
gas
I
prices
live
the way
one
they
day
are
and
now.
retire.
It's 2-1
Yeah.
Capital so far. Son of a bitch.
Well, is it 3-2?
It's 3-1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
3-1.
So this could be
Oh,
it.
so this is the
That's why
yeah.
Good
John
for
hates
Cleveland,
National
doesn't
Treasure
look good.
Pat Sajak.
I do. That's right. Pat Sajak with his stupid ass season tickets for the last 13 years. Shut up, Pat.
Pat,
Shut up.
Where?
He's a Capital season ticket
Oh,
holder.
Pat Sajak?
They had him on their.
They already won. They got Pat
You know?
Sajak.
They got the moral victory, to say the least.
Probably sitting
top
there with
that.
all like the Disney mascots next to him.
Dude,
Like,
there's like a single spotlight shining on Pat Sajak.
yeah.
He moves the puck with his mind.
Yeah.
Just like the wheel. He
He's
controls
saying like the
You know what? They should have had Vanna there, and then every time somebody got put in the penalty box, she just touched the squares and revealed their name. Bing, bing, bing.
Okay,
Bing.
seriously though, how does Vanna White still have a job? Like,
Lots of plastic
hot,
surgery.
Dude, she is gorgeous still.
Yeah, for her age,
no,
actually.
no, that's beside.
You're right, but for her age,
That's beside the point. All I'm saying is
And what does she
that
do?
what she does on the show is like at first when they
Yeah,
made up
you know,
the
there's
show,
not
you needed
technology,
someone to go.
what do
flip
you
the
expect
page.
them to figure out technology to have that happen? She's
But
the only one
like
who can.
they're already using technology. Like it's already a digital thing. Like they already
know.
changed it.
She
Yeah,
should
she
just
doesn't
be on
use
her
the term
phone
anymore.
She should just be on her phone.
They should have her on a remote control, sitting in a when she's elderly
Just
in a
accept
wheelchair.
that it's magic.
Okay.
Magic letters.
No, I was like, and no, I'm not trying to like dog Vanna White or anything. I was just watching Wheel of Fortune, like, how does she still have this position where she goes and reveals the letters? Like,
But I agree, for a woman of her
That's a
age,
good-
she's
that's
still
a good-
stunning.
oh,
She is
she's
still
walked
stunning.
like 80 million miles on
Hey.
Wheel of Fortune. Like,
That's her workout.
She gets her steps in every day.
oh, dude.
cardio or stretching.
But
She gets them all.
I'm not sure
yeah,
if you
so
call that cardio,
we're also
sir.
interviewing what's that
Kato?
dude's name? Kato Kalin again. So that's
Yeah.
gonna be another
Max's
return
favorite person.
interview. Yeah, because he's not really a person though.
Yeah, I think, and I mentioned this last year. Like that was the biggest surprise. I'm like, wait, he's the MC of this whole thing.
I mean,
Really?
he does bring a lot of energy to the job.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I kind of dig the guy there. I mean, he just sits there at the door and he's like, free shirt, hey, answer a stupid question. And people come up, and then like 10 minutes later, he does the same thing.
And he retweets the hell out of you.
Yeah.
If you
Really?
mention him.
Yes.
That was
Okay. Well, that's a good thing
Yeah,
to know.
see?
But I can't tell you about a couple of folks that you tweet at, and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna.
Maybe OJ Simpson will read your tweet.
That's somewhat frightening.
Yeah. But
Anyways.
welcome to the inner workings of Three Geeks Podcast.
I'm kind of curious
tweet,
who you
Kato,
were
Kato.
going to meet this year. Because
Yeah,
we met
yeah.
them in person, at least I did.
Yeah.
Last year at Wizard World for the first time.
Yeah.
And then Domo Batman the year before. Or
Yeah,
2 years
Domo
before.
Come on, Batman.
And Laney, we became friends with her.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, because we were with Tom and Lanny. It was last year too. Yeah, no, it's good. We're gonna interview the dude from Charmed, whose name is escaping me right now.
Brian
Krause?
Krause.
Yeah.
Krause. Yes.
Krause.
So yeah, he was on Charmed. I don't know what he's been doing since then, but
I just wish we could have gotten like Holly Marie Combs or
anyone else on
Yeah.
Charmed.
Jewel, I want
As-
you guys to introduce me to Jewel.
Jewel State? That's who I would have loved to talk to. Jewel State
Yeah,
or Matt
that would've
Ryan.
been- that would've been really
Matt
fun.
Ryan, I pretty much assumed was not going to happen. I was like,
Football player.
John Cusack's there now?
Yeah,
Matt Ryan
yeah.
Constantine.
yeah, it's $110.
Oh,
That's that
was
guy's
cool.
name.
Yeah,
Okay,
Matt
see,
Ryan.
I'm really good at my job. So
you thought it was Atlanta?
I was very confused. I was like, what is Matt Ryan doing here?
So I dare you, Matt.
Matty Ice, all right.
Max, I dare you then, if you see that actor, to go, hey, where's Julio Jones at?
Be like, 28-3, bro. 28-3.
He just sticks his head down. He's like, not again.
The goddamn American cunt. God damn it.
Is that
It's
guy
not
actually,
even football.
is that guy actually British?
I think he is.
Oh,
I think he
okay.
is.
Because that dude from Buffy had
No,
me
no.
fooled.
Yeah.
You talking about the guy from Constantine?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's English. I'm pretty sure.
My wife
I like that dude.
had me get a press pass for her friends so they could meet Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Slip and slide.
Yeah, bring the squeegee.
I
My wife's
heard.
wearing a diaper.
I had a friend at work that said, "Is he actually going to show up?" Because apparently
Yeah.
he
Canceled.
is
He
canceled
canceled
multiple
and then-
times in a row.
Yeah.
No, I was looking forward to M'Baku from Black Panther was supposed
Oh
to be
yeah,
there.
yeah, he
Is
The
canceled.
leader of the Jabari
Canceled?
tribe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I was,
sucks.
oh my god, it's actually probably for the best because I was just gonna Jabari bark down everybody I saw. I was just like, I was gonna stand by his booth and just Jabari bark down
Yeah.
people's. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Probably
I got
did-
people all day and night.
He probably did one con. He's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
No, they're doing Avengers 4 reshoots right now. That's
Mm.
probably what he's off doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, no, I was really looking for like that dude is my favorite part of Black Panther.
that whole tribe is badass.
Yeah,
I love those dudes.
yeah. So
Well, are they expecting a bigger crowd? Have they been? I heard they were advertising even more or something.
And it's
Probably.
June. I mean,
hoping,
they,
yeah.
I saw a lot. As I told him, I saw a lot of television commercials, like especially on like Spike or like your cable channels, like
Okay.
over the last week. As I've been flipping through channels, like just going, what's on. I'm like, oh, okay, like so it's gotten.
Is it staunch ambition?
No,
Is that
yeah.
what you saw?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you
that's-
know?
For real, this is Brian Lau over
Brian
here.
Lau, come see it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. And then I woke up.
Like rocket hands that come out. Like,
Just random rock hands.
now, one of the people I'm looking forward to meeting isn't like that big. John Schnepp, comic book creator, the
Yeah.
director of Metalocalypse.
yeah.
I gotta be
some
honest, I
cool
don't know
stuff.
much about the dude. I've heard the name, but I don't know much about him.
They did the documentary Death of
That's
Superman Lives
That's actually a
After.
really good flick.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that name.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've never seen that documentary. I want to, but I just
Yeah,
never-
some of the
It's-
smaller names are the coolest people,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
And I mean, like that's really, because again, we have our relationship now because
Yeah.
of just randomly meeting at
Yeah,
cons
awesome.
and then with Thomas Ian Nicholas.
Nicholas. There
Nichols?
you go.
Nichols. Shut up.
No,
Yeah,
with-
stout ambition, man.
Hey,
Oh,
It sounds awesome.
Stanch.
you got some
Stanch.
stout ambition beer?
No, we never ended up brewing.
I kind of saw a few folks on social media that's going to be there that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know Adam Fields, who's a creator from out in Dayton, is coming. I was unaware of that. You know, I haven't talked to him in a while, so I saw that on Twitter today. I was like, that's pretty cool. I also saw a local actor is going to be down there. I don't know if they got a project going on or whatnot. So I was like, what's he going to be down there for?
They seem to be getting a lot of people off YouTube too. So I'm
I'm really looking forward to that.
Really?
I love that.
And like I said, John Schnepp's from YouTube,
Okay.
and they got some other people from YouTube going to be there.
Do you think it's cheaper maybe that they get people from YouTube maybe?
YouTube
Probably.
the big star.
Probably.
At the time,
Right,
there's
yeah.
a lot of people. When we were in Lexington, the longest line there was for a YouTuber.
Oh, you
Well,
know,
that-
for
that
the
was-
for McCree.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
that's
from
awesome.
from
He had a longer line
Critical
than Chuck
Role.
Norris.
Yes.
And
What?
Matt Mercer.
No joke.
Yeah, Matt Mercer from Critical Role, and I mean, like my favorite
Yeah.
part of the entire Lexington Con was it was
Yeah.
noon, and if you played Overwatch at all, he has a line that's like it's high noon, and so he said that over the PAs.
Oh.
And I was like, yes.
I had no
It was
idea
just,
who
it was like
was.
walking down the aisle and it was like,
Where was that one at, Lexington? Like, where at Rupp Arena, or was
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
They took the whole thing over.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
we,
a pretty
we have
large
a buddy
arena.
that his best friend runs it, so we get in. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Lexington is a beautiful city. I went there one time
Yeah.
on vacation, and I thoroughly
That-
enjoyed my time.
That con, I didn't like it because there were
Really?
so
Too many
people in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, and they had doubled the space they had from last year, and it was still so packed.
We went on
like,
Saturday. You couldn't
That's
walk.
in
Yeah.
Kentucky, right? Like,
Wait,
Yes,
was that,
Lexington,
How long
Kentucky.
a drive is
Lexington,
it?
or was that?
yeah,
Five.
it's Lexington.
Okay.
Indianapolis
Yeah, 'cause
wasn't
it's
that bad.
No, Indianapolis was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Indianapolis. I spent the entire day outside. I didn't have any money, so I was like, I don't want to go in there and just want things. So I didn't go on the sales floor. So I was just playing Pokemon outside the convention center the whole day until our panel. But no, even that was awesome. Like, it's a really nice city to just kind of walk around. But
I was like, where's Max? And it's like, he's outside.
But no, it was Lexington was so packed that
Really?
like,
Okay.
yeah, it just wasn't as enjoyable
Yeah.
for me. But you know, also that's to its credit because it was just so so many people were there.
How big of a con is it? Like
That
Wizard
one
World?
was
Bigger.
It was
Two
bigger.
floors.
Yeah,
Imagine
it was
Wizard
2 or
World
3
had
floors.
the
Yeah.
entire convention center and the Hyatt
Yeah, it went
and
Wow, okay.
Nationwide Arena.
So it's like New York, kind of.
Pretty
Yeah.
pretty
everywhere
close.
you went, there was tons of people.
Yeah.
when you
Come
go
on,
out to
can
the
I go
floor,
somewhere?
like where the booths are, or where the talent was, like you couldn't move.
Really?
You
That is annoying.
you
they
waited
have
for the
2
guy in
floors,
front of you
too.
to take like 2 steps.
Yeah, like the
You
herd
take a
would
step,
slowly move
and then-
forward, and you had like
Oh,
no
Then they
place
stop
in
and
the
look
herd.
around, and you're like, God damn it!
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So-
sounds like New York City.
Yeah.
When I was up for that one.
Like that,
Oh yeah,
that's
like
no
you went
fun.
to New York
You
Comic
can't-
Con.
Years ago. This is now probably 6 or 7 years ago that I went to New York City Con. It was great. It was fantastic. Like, it was a great time. We went all 3 days. Me and my 2 friends. And it was great. And it took about 2.5 days. So we were there all 3 days, but about 2.5 days to cover it all.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they had multiple different floors. You know, we got to go to the. This will tell you how long ago it was. They did the Black Dynamite panel.
Nice.
For the
Oh my
animated
goodness.
series.
Okay.
So for the animated series,
Dude,
so
I
we
would
went to
love
that.
to be there. Yeah, I
and
love Black Dynamite.
was awesome. It was
Was
fantastic.
Black Dynamite? They did that episode with this Michael Jackson was an alien.
Yes,
that was
that was
what?
yes.
That was amazing.
Yes.
Have you seen the movie Black
Yeah.
Dynamite?
No,
Oh, dude,
You need to
watch
see
it.
that.
but the episode where Michael Jackson and an alien was brilliant.
I was really
Kung Fu
hoping.
skills.
I was
We
really
gotta
hoping.
go to Kung Fu Island.
They said in the action because they had at the panel they had Carl Jones and then they had Michael Jai White, they had Byron Mins, they had Kim Whitley. No, Kim
Kim Jong-il, there you go.
So they had 4, the main ones, and Scott Sanders, the guy that wrote the film, was also there. And one of the things that they said that was so weird was, they made only one print of that film, and they took it from town to town to town. And They said about midway through the tour of doing this, they were going to, I think they said Seattle or maybe Portland. And he goes, when you pull up to the venue and you get ready to show it, and there's people dressed as fiendish Dr. Wu, he goes, that's when I knew we had a hit. That's when I knew we had a hit. But yeah, I was like, yeah.
Oh man,
I love Black Dynamite.
Yeah, that is it was such a solid flick. I saw it and it was just like, whenever I see Michael Jai White in something, I'm like, here we go. You know, because he does a lot of like B stuff, and I mean, and he was in that Spawn movie that was like, it was really awesome when I watched it in 1997. But then like when you go back and watch it like even a year and a half later, you're like, oh wow, this
was awesome.
Really terrible.
Yeah. But it's not
Universal Soldier.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But Spawn wasn't his fault.
No.
It was the awful CGI.
Well, and the terrible writing and the poor action directing.
It sounds like a staunch cast.
Over the bow.
I was mad because 2 years ago, Michael Jai White was put into the Arnold Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
At the Arnold, and I was like, "Damn it! I didn't find this out until afterwards." I said, "I would have went,
Yeah.
and I would have just yelled like,
Dynamite!" No, it's
who interrupted my kung fu?" Well, Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community.
Oh, so many quotable lines.
It's great.
I would have been asked to leave. Can you leave, sir, right now?
Get that guy out of here.
Get this guy out of here.
He's one in
Jesus.
every crowd. God. But no, so I would Black Dynamite panel. I would have definitely been.
Oh, it was awesome. It was absolutely a fantastic panel. So yeah, New York City Con was fantastic. I've never gone to San Diego. Have you guys?
No.
Okay, I was in the military, so I was stationed in 29 Palms, which is about 2.5 hours away from San Diego. So I was like, if I'm gonna go, now's the time, right?
Yeah.
So me and like I'm gonna say 17 other Marines are sitting there trying to get tickets to, so you're like, hey, I don't know if you ever saw that Big Bang Theory where they're trying to get tickets and they're all hitting refresh and they're all trying.
Yes.
That's how it works.
It actually worked like it actually went down like that, and we did not get tickets.
I tried twice.
And
2 years in a row.
I was like, well, they're like, maybe we can go down and like scout some tickets and get in. I was like, I don't want to pay $300 for it, because if you get the tickets, they're only like $90 for all 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not spending $200 to stand in line for 17 hours of one day of the con, and just be pissed off the entire time. So it didn't happen.
Trying to get a table there. You know how much the tables are? Art Asylum? They're free.
Yeah.
You gotta get one.
I tried 2 years in a row and just within 10 seconds, done.
Yeah.
Sold out. And I'm like, how's that even physically possible?
I didn't even,
It doesn't even make sense.
I didn't even get into the virtual waiting room to get a ticket, okay?
Oh, I got in there. I got in there. Yeah, I did too.
I didn't even get in there.
Jeez.
I'm in there making deals with people. Like, I'll give you my other ticket.
Yeah.
You give me your other ticket.
Oh, dude, that's what I was saying. Like, we had a whole network of dudes. Like, okay, like we got, yada yada. We're gonna try to get as many tickets as we can.
I
But
heard
no,
there's a ton of shit just going on outside. People set up in their cars and the side of the streets and that. And they're projecting stuff on the side of buildings. I mean, so technically you don't even need to get in.
A couple years ago, you could have gotten to the Star Wars thing because that was outside of the convention.
That's in Chicago this year.
Oh yeah, well now a lot of people are not doing the
C2E2?
Comic-Con to do their own.
What's that?
C2E2?
No, Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Next
just-
year. Sorry, next year.
It's just its own thing?
Yeah, so I don't know if because Star Wars and a couple other like Disney stuff are like they just wait for Disney conventions to do their thing.
D23.
Instead of going to the Comic-Con or E3, like a lot of people are doing their own conventions versus going to E3 for like the games and stuff now too. So
Well, speaking of cons, we are going to be at Wizard World Comic Con this weekend.
June 8th through the 10th.
Our booths are right by each
tomorrow.
other. We're maybe 5 and 1 row over from each other, so that should be a lot of fun. Like I said, check us out. Check out John at PVDcast.com.
There you
Tell
go.
people where to find you.
Well, you can find me on Twitter at PVDMVP. There's a Facebook page for the
You are
PVDcast.
not the MVP of PVDcast.
No, I am Providence's most important, most valuable person in my own mind. Anyways, PVD MVP on Twitter, Facebook.com/PVDcast. The PVDcast is available at PVDcast.com, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, SoundCloud, Pod Paradise, the Echo Network, Podcast A Go now, which is a new
Podcast a go.
Yeah, it's a new company in Cincinnati that picked it up, so I'm happy
nice.
to be on there. So,
Yeah, just
Like,
remember
did you-
John
did you
Waters.
shut up. I'm
John Waters.
Not John Waters.
Oh,
John
John Waters.
John or Waters. Get it?
John
Get it
Water,
right.
Orlando.
Did you eat poop to
Love
get
it.
on this thing?
Like now, did you just find yourself on this new podcast network, or did you talk to them before?
Well,
I think it'd be cool if you're just like,
Oh,
oh, hey,
Pirate
look, I'm over here. You know, like,
they did
That's
contact
me.
me. They did contact me and say we're a new network. We're trying to set up shop. Blah blah blah. We have a couple of other podcasts already on there, and so I did listen to them, and they're good. I mean, one of them is not my cup of tea. Well, actually,
That's what it's called?
No.
Not my cup of tea.
No,
That's
what?
a good
That's a
name
great
for a
podcast.
podcast.
almost as
Not my
good
cup
as
of tea.
Guys in Star Wars Ties and Socks.
Oh, sorry, we just trademarked it.
Not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.com.
The one was good. The other one was not my cup of tea because it focused a lot on video games, and I'm not a huge video gamer, so I'm like, I don't know about that. And then they went ahead and added the PVDcast, and so now they also added another one that I haven't listened to because again, it's all about vaping. I don't do that.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
I don't.
They lose me
I
on
don't.
that.
I don't think I'll be listening to that one. With all due respect to those folks,
a
I just
a
it's not my
podcast
thing.
about it.
We're not cool.
About
That
vaping.
sounds amazingly boring. But if it's your thing,
Well, no, it could be like any of those beer podcasts where they're drinking, they're like, okay, I'm vaping this,
So,
and we're talking about
it
when
it.
I-
also
maybe.
sounds
When I
amazingly
breathe
boring.
it in, it goes into my lungs.
And when I blow out, it comes out of my lungs.
And then I gotta let it out.
Correct. Then I cough.
Ugh.
So So podcast to go.
Where can people find you?
Staunch Ambition, everything. You can go to Google and you can type in Google Staunch Ambition. I got a website, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'll be at Wizard World tomorrow. Doing cons throughout the year. But yeah, links to everything on my website. Go check out the videos. Check out in the videos, you get a little sample of my music. Obviously, some of the book too in the trailer. So at least check it out. See what we've been doing at
And
Staunch Ambition.
Don't forget to stop by and say hello tomorrow.
Yeah,
or
say
Saturday,
hello.
or Sunday.
Get your 20%. Oh yeah, get your 20% off. They gave me a choice. You can offer people, I think it was 10%, 15%, or 20%. If they got the 10%, you get someone used it, you get some money for it. But I just went with the 20. I don't get anything for it. You get all the savings. You get 20% off
That's
every day.
wait a minute. That's to screw me out of more money when I sell you your own book.
That's exactly why I did it. I didn't
To
do
you,
it. I
to
did
the
it.
people.
Yeah, 20% off. Use my coupon code, which is Staunch Ambition, I think. Go to my Twitter or my Facebook. I got the coupon code on there. So.
And you can find Max at Pornhub.com. Watch it.
Yeah.
Roseanne China video.
Oh,
Did that
No,
Ted
no.
Cruz video never get
Yeah,
made? Is that,
yeah.
is that-
The Roseanne Ted Cruz video. Best of both worlds.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, it's real sweaty.
oh.
Go to 3geeks.ninja. We got a lot of written reviews. We're putting a lot of work into our website, so please go check it out. Dan is reviewing like 2 movies a day. It's awesome.
It's painful. Horribly painful.
But you do it for them.
Yes,
The
I do
people.
it
Are
for
you
them.
saying it's painful to read the reviews? Or
No,
Okay,
it's
good.
painful to watch the movies, so I can write the reviews. Thanks, buddy.
Okay, I just want to.
And then, after you're done doing that, go to audibletrial.com/3geeks, or if we don't exist anymore, for your audiobook needs. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on Audible, so they've got what you want.
Sausage fingers.
Have a great day.
Recycle your droids.